welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Glad to be here.
Eugene, let's start with you. I know that you're originally from Canada. Tell me a little bit about how you got your start as an actor.
Well, I think the first big job, and it was a big job, was a Toronto production of Godspell, and a lot of really great people ended up being in that show as a first job ever. Myself and my old friend and school chum Marty Short, and Paul Schaefer, and Gilda Radner, and Victor Garber, Andrea Martin. We were all, that was our first show together. And then after Godspell, I kind of got into Second City, which opened a club in Toronto. They opened a second club. They originated in Chicago, of course. So I was very lucky because we had these two amazing American, shows, Godspell and Second City, which was an institution, moving to Toronto. And, luckily I was able to kind of make both of those shows. And those were that's the first 3 or 4 years of my career, kind of doing 8 shows a week, which I was really fortunate. And then out of Second City Theater, we, of course, developed and created our television show, Second City Television, which became SCTV. And, the rest kind of just rolls downhill.
Now, Daniel, Canadian audiences are very familiar with your work. You've done a ton of stuff with MTV in Canada, hosted red carpet events, interviewing celebrities. You've even co-starred with Tina Fey in a film. So, acting, I think, has been kind of in your DNA for quite a while.
I guess so. Something was in the air.
Was it always your intention to sort of follow in your dad's footsteps and become an actor?
No. I mean, I sort of always knew that I wanted to perform. I didn't quite know in what capacity. So in high school and college, I was doing a lot of acting stuff, and then got my job on MTV, which was more of a hosting situation, and that took about 8 years and took me away from the acting thing for a while. And when I left MTV, I got back into it, and about 1.5 years into that, I started working with my dad on this project, and then a couple years later, here we are. So it's been great.
David, can you come here, please? David, can you come in here, please?
What?
Well, come in here and I'll tell you.
Well, why don't you just tell me from there?
David.
You could have already told me.
I want to speak face to face.
Motels this size, we're basically always face to face.
In the same room?
Why are you yelling? I'm right here.
I want you to move your clothes.
I did.
Out of my closet. You've got t-shirts on hangers. I have nowhere to hang my clothes.
I'll put them over the t-shirts then.
Let's talk about Schitt's Creek. This is such a great project. For those that haven't seen it yet, what's it about?
Well, it's really a show about a very wealthy family who lose all their money. Their business manager kind of screws them. They're left holding the bag for years of unpaid taxes. The government takes everything except a town that they once bought as a joke, and they bought it as a joke because that's the name of the town, Schitt's Creek. Ironically, the only place they can afford to live now until they get back on their feet is Schitt's Creek. So it's that fish out of water kind of situation, but really it's about this family that never really functioned together as a family when they had money. And now they're living in 2 adjoining motel rooms in Schitt's Creek.
4 virtually incapable human beings trying to figure out what it's like to, live without the cash that sort of has been gluing their family together. So it was fun to work on, and it was fun to
it's a fun premise.
Fun to be in.
This series has got a great cast, including Catherine O'Hara, which, Eugene, she has been your sidekick and a fixture kind of throughout your career. What's it been like to sort of reunite with her on this project?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's great working with Catherine. She's just so, she's insanely funny. She is so amazing.
She's so funny in this.
And such a great character actress. So kind of, you know, chameleon-like when she does characters. This is perhaps, you know, one of her great performances in this role of Moira Rose. She's incredibly funny, an insanely funny character. And you know, and it's true, we've been working for years on the Chris Guest movies, and even, you know, before that, going back to Second City Theater. I mean, there's only one Catherine O'Hara, and she's every opportunity that I have that we're able to work together, that's, you know, she's always the first name on the list.
Where can people catch this show?
It's 10 o'clock on Pop TV. And if you want to find your channel, just head to the website, poptv.com, and you can input your postal code and area code, and they'll tell you where to find the channel on your local cable box.
Pop TV, Wednesdays at 10.
Well, guys, we are out of time already, but thank you so much for being with us today on Sidewalks. It was such a pleasure. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
for having
Cindy.
us.